Hello everybody, and welcome to this cast. This is Double X here, and today's match is going to be between SeleCT and Empirehobot. SeleCT will be the red Terran spawning down here in the left side, bottom left side, and Empirehobot is going to be the blue Zerg spawning in the top right side. The map for today's game is Xel'naga Caverns, and this is actually a best of 3 matchup from the Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open number 14. And Empirehobot is from the clan Empire, which also includes Empire Cass, who is now ranked first in Europe. That is such a good thing to do. So Empirehobot, a really good player with 713 wins and 641 losses. Master League player. And his opponent is none other than SeleCT, who has been ranked first in Europe for so long time. But now Empire Cass from Empirehobot's friend took that first place from him, and SeleCT is actually ranked 11th in Europe for now, with 239 wins and 119 losses. This will be the first game between them, the two players in this tournament, and it's in the round of 32. So and also the winner for the whole tournament will get a will be qualified for the TSL StarCraft, no, the TSL 3 qualifiers. And basically what that is, TSL 3 is the Team Liquid Star League, which is a really good tournament to be in. I think it's a tournament at least. I was so bad looking that up. I apologize for that. Anyway, a drone is scouting around in SeleCT's base, and SeleCT might actually take this drone out if Empirehobot isn't carefully. He could steal the gas and to regenerate the drone's life, because if you do the common gas steal, which Zergs usually do, there it is. That is when you build an extractor, then you cancel it, and you build it again. The drone will actually regenerate HP while building the extractor, so that is a thing you can do if you want to keep your drone alive. And look up here, there's a bunker plate coming up for SeleCT, and the bunker is also going to finish, and the SUV is going to load inside and just scoot away out of here. And ton of drones pulled off for Hobot, and trying to deal with this. How many drones for that? That is 8 drones, and one of them is making a spine crawler real wisely actually. And SeleCT's putting on a lot of early pressure here with only 1 marine, but more marines spawning and 3 SCVs here, and he's going to put up another bunker because he salvaged that first one. I think it was stupid of him to salvage that first one, as he could have run into it and safely sit there and just shoot all the Zerglings that were coming at him. But he managed to get Empirehobot to produce a lot of extra Zerglings actually, so Hobot needs to put on some pressure here, because he has to drone up, because you can see he has no saturation going on at all. Usually Zerg only wants to do 4 Zerglings in the early game, and he was now forced to produce over 10, I think, so he'll have to do some damage here if he don't want to be too much behind. And SeleCT is microing his marines like a pro. No, like the pro he is, and he's going to load them inside bunker if more Zerglings will come. He definitely should take out this extractor, because Empirehobot let it finish, and okay, he's not getting out much scouting information, but he knows that SeleCT doesn't have more than 1 gas for now, so there SeleCT comes in and takes it out. And what is Empirehobot doing? Take a look at the production tab. We can see he's still going to saturate up and get his second extractor, and is also producing his first queen. We are not seeing a queen from the second hatchery, but that should come fairly soon. I think that, I don't know where that queen is actually. Okay, there the queen was. He has 2 queens. And you can see producing 5 drones, droning up like crazy to to for lost mining time before. So, and also going to put up a second spine crawler to guard both his natural and his entrance to his main, so he can donut safely. But as for now, he's supply blocked, so definitely need to produce some overlords. And also seeing layer tech from Hobot going up here, so maybe we're going to see some Muta harass or even some Hydras coming up soon. Because Hydras with their high DPS will just melt away through those Marines. But he actually chooses to get out Roaches for now, you can see. But SeleCT is getting out a double factory. That is always nice, I think. He could basically go anywhere with this double factory. He can go Thors to absorb a lot of damage from the Roaches and just pound away on them. Or he could go mass Hellion to harass. And what he's doing, putting up a tech lab, so he can even go siege tank to just guard his natural here, so he get his economy up and running. You see he's using a lot of mules, no energy left for mule use there, so good play from SeleCT for now. And the Infernal Pre-Igniter is coming in for SeleCT, so probably gonna see a what is it called? A reactor on this factory soon, or he will just produce he will just produce one Hellion at a time. I think that is what it's going to do, because the reactor takes so long time to do. 50 seconds, I think it is. Yes, it is. So and we can see Roach Speed and Burrow, and also Zerg's missile level 1 is being researched for Hobot here. So definitely going to stick with the Roaches for a while, I think. And he has some really good creep spread going on, actually. How many queens do we have? Does he have? He has 3 queens on 2 base. That is always good if you're Zerg, to have 1 queen for each hatchery to constantly inject larva, and 1 queen to constantly spread creep. So you can see he's pooping out creep tumors like crazy here, and moving up all his roaches to take out these rocks blocking the high yield. So probably going to secure his 3rd here in just a minute or so. And he has a lot of roaches, 16 to be exact. But here comes SeleCT's Hellions, and a huge frame rate loss because of the... I don't know why, actually. It's always because of this map, but you can see he splits up the Hellions to go around from the back, and possibly going to take Empirehobot off guard, but this spine crawler and these 2 queens are preventing the Hellions from doing any severe damage. But look at this, he has 3 additional Hellions going to scoot in from the back, but guess what? Empirehobot has a spine crawler here, so SeleCT will have to micro his Hellions perfectly to keep them alive. And now we can see Empirehobot is bringing up his roaches and 2 queens and going to poke away at these Hellions, and the spine crawler managed to get 1 kill, and 1 Hellion just barely survives with 2 HP. And we can see down here some roaches are engaging at SeleCT's natural. I actually missed that, and a scan going down for SeleCT. I don't know why, maybe, I don't know why actually, but Marines just trying to hold it here against the roaches, and some roaches managed to get up in the base, but the tank successfully killed them. And this orbital command will have to land soon, because these 5 roaches can do anything to 2 full bunkers and tank and Marines. But more reinforcing roaches going to prevent this base from mining and these orbital command from being on the ground. And roaches are burrowed, but scan going down to reveal the roaches, and the siege tank splash damage and the fully loaded bunkers are just too much for Hobot to deal with right now. But the roaches are going to go around and snipe 1 tank, going to be totally annihilated by those bankers of SeleCT, but burrowing and the scan going down, and that is the end for all those roaches. But more roaches are reinforcement, that is 4, and we see even more roaches are rallying, and even 2 queens and a roach chilling at this watchtower for no reason. But SeleCT is just now getting up some defense here, because he have producing a lot of Marines, and also siege tank to guard from Empirehobot, but the Empirehobot is just he's just buying time now to get out his spire, so putting on a lot of pressure with his roaches, so he can macro up and save up all that gas for the unit. As you can see, he has 800 gas as for now, so that can, with that gas, he can produce a lot of roaches. Just put on so much pressure from Select and keep him from mining while he can let that spire finish and get out a ton of mutas. So burrowing his roaches for increased life generation and going to push out in once more, but this siege tank is so perfectly placed behind this supply depot and so close to the SV, so they can repair him whenever they want to. And Snake leapfrogging his tanks forward here to eventually push out the roaches. So and possibly should throw down a scan here, because the roaches are burrowed and they're so slow when they're burrowed. But Select doesn't realize that they're burrowed and moving up here, so going to snipe one.